sometimes, I plan to make these videos, and sometimes things in life change in the middle of it. One way that I dealt with it was banging my hand on a chair. I damaged my hand, so I couldn't actually compete in everything.
Well, hey, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst, and today for September 22nd, 2025, we'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. Well, hey, good morning, all. It is Monday, and usually how I start my week is Monday. I wake up, go for a walk. I'm usually up. It's funny, I wake up around 5, but I really don't get out of bed until like 6. I want to really just start getting out of bed at 5. But yeah, I walk, and then I come back, and I start doing research for my Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. It's another YouTube channel I have where I cover video games. So I have some news sources I'll check. I use ChatGPT to pull game releases and news sources. I also use Feedly, where I have some URLs of some gaming sites. The thing is, nowadays with gaming journalism, it doesn't really exist, and for someone to want to cover gaming news, you really have to kind of be independent, go out there, find interesting stuff. That's kind of what I do. But also for Monday, I got my protein and creatine just to start in the morning. I'll be eating some more stuff, but at 5 p.m. I'll be on my day 1 of strength training, and it could be that there's some EPC training going on during it. Actually, I wonder if I can show. It would be hard to see. I was actually filming. Isn't that weird? Let's see. Well, Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? Adam here with another vlog. Look, and I actually don't know if this is going to be the start of the vlog. I could be cutting this. Why am I talking? Today was pretty crazy, actually. So I went in for my Monday, strength training, and when I got to bench, I'm supposed to do 179, like as many times, like 2 or 3 times rep, and then a little break, and then do more. Anyway, I was like, hey, these shoes aren't helping me really get a good, foundational form for the rest of my body when I'm planting my feet. So I was like, yeah, just go get your deadlift shoes, squat shoes. Yeah, that's what they're called. Put them on, went to go do the bench, but as I was putting on the shoes, I was rushing, I was trying to get the lace, and then I got a cramp in my shoulder. So random. I don't know what that's from. Maybe that's something I can learn. I've heard I need a little more magnesium. Who knows? I'm going to try to figure that out as we go so I can, explain about that here. But anyway, the cramp was so bad. It hurt so much. I was like, oh, but it's weird. I've had that happen before. But it got worse. Then I felt like I just needed to exit the room. I felt like, I need a drink. So I went to go, I'm trying to figure out what is my body feeling as I'm feeling this pain. Then I start feeling the blood rush from my head. And I'm all like, oh no, I've been here before. And then I go outside the gym area and I sit down in this chair, and it's getting even worse. Like where I feel like I'm high, I don't know where I'm at, and I go to lay down, and I remember just raising my hand going, guys, I'm passing out. I didn't pass out though. Now why this is interesting is, and I'm gonna get to what happened after that, but I have had a history, and this has gone on for maybe 10 years, of I would randomly pass out, but it would normally happen like at night. Like super late at night, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, maybe need to go pee or something, but then I would feel like a rush of blood come from my head, and then my stomach start to hurt, like I'm nauseated, like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. And then normally I would pass out. I would then almost experience falling, but then I'd wake up on the floor. And that's happened a lot, right? So then I went to the doctor. They had me do some tests. I was wearing monitors, doing stuff, and it didn't seem like there was an issue. I think Kat wants up here. Come here. And then let me angle it so Kat can be part of this. Hello, this is Zelda. Get a good look. Hey, Zelda. Hi. And there's Godzilla. No, but so anyway, what I would have is, the doctors would say, you're probably fine. Like, people do this sometimes. It's just the way your body is. I'm like, okay. But I will say, from today's incident,
it's almost as if that taught me that, sure, you can put your body into moments where you would pass out. Like me, my body is still developing in this fit way, so I am prone to having cramps, which fortunately though, because I'm a lot fitter and a lot healthier, let me see if I can adjust so we can get some cat love and me in here at the same time. Hey, come here. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm at a point now where not only is the passing out probably not going to happen as often, but when it does in extreme situations like the cramp of my shoulder, and it was like not my shoulder, it was like right here. I'm in a better position to not fully pass out, because what would happen is I'd pass out, wake up, be nauseous, throw up, need to go to the bathroom, which is exactly what I was feeling. I got up off the floor. Someone that was coming to the gym came up for the next session, and I'm on the floor. I'm like, hey, I pulled something. I'm okay though, and they're all walking by. And then I get up and go back in, and I tell my trainer what happened, and I'm like, I think I'm fine though. And I really did feel fine. It was really a difference between when I would pass out in the past and when I passed out just now. So, and this is when I'm trying to practice for the EPC reps. So I went back in, then it was the next drill or the next session, the next thing, which was squats. Right? Yeah, squats. I always get squats and deadlifts mixed up. It was squats. I get that done, and then we actually had some time, and I'm sitting there looking at the bench like, man, I didn't really get the bench stuff I wanted in. And my trainer must have detected what I was saying, because then he's like, hey, we have some time. You want to get some more in? And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Because there's not going to be a training on Wednesday. And even when I do it on Friday, I'm going to be doing some basic stuff since Saturday is EPC. So I got to say, this was a very interesting experience for me, where I'm doing some weight training that is my maximum, but also feeling the cramp, working through it, and not passing out. So yeah, that was awesome. Okay, well, I'm at EPC, and I've already done 40-yard dash, a jump, 40-yard dash, hurt my outer upper thigh, I don't know, but that's all about, anyway, it was so far so good here. I think my hand just kind of stops me from being able to do a lot of the stuff here, so. Same time when we do this dress. Well, hey everyone, it's Sunday morning, sometime like 7:45, I don't know. What a week it has been. I did EPC. Due to my damaged hand, there were 2 events that I couldn't participate in. That was bench press and that was hex, which I think those were the more interesting ones for me, because those were ones where I was like developing skill on, being able to go through the reps that I wouldn't be able to do before, but I was still able to do everything else, and it was fun. Everyday people combine, but whatever. It was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again next year. I cannot wait to do it again next year. Just an all-day thing of, I don't know. I never thought this would be something I would be into. But I learned a lot this week. And sometimes
I plan to make these videos, and sometimes things in life change in the middle of it. And, I personally don't watch too many vloggers, so I don't know if vloggers actually go into some of the real stuff that happens. For instance, there is an issue going on in my life, my family's life, that is hard to deal with. It's something that got thrust upon us, and we have to deal with it. And one way that I dealt with it was banging my hand on a chair, which is what caused it to injure. That was something I did on my own due to my unhandling of my emotions. I damaged my hand, so I couldn't actually compete in everything in EPC. But that's almost like the sub-level issue. The real issue is my family's life is drastically changing right now. And it could be for the best. It could be for the best. It's just we have to get over these new hurdles, these anxieties. And it's kind of shaped this week. When I had this week planned out in my head for this vlog, this is how I'm going to record everything. And it didn't turn out that way, but this is real stuff. So in a way, I feel good about being able to talk on real stuff like this.